We had 7 games left and we're hoping to climb up the table as much as possible. Welcome back, squad. Welcome to another episode of Project Realise. I'm Ryan Sharkey. I'm trying to realise my potential in football, play professionally and inspire others to pursue that which is meaningful to them. So where did we leave off? We were 10th in the league. So I play for Lisburn Distillery Football Club, which is a team in the 3rd division of Northern Irish football. So it's a semi-professional league. We were in 10th place, 19 games played, we had 7 games left and we're hoping to climb up the table as much as possible. So we've had 3 games since then. First against Dollingstown, who are above us in the league. Beat them 3-1. We didn't play that great, but we got the result. So a lot of times we've played well and not got the result. So it was nice to be on the other side of things for once and get those 3 points. The game after that, we played Moyola Park away, who we had recently beaten 5-1 at home, and it was a pretty comfortable game. And then this one was away and they got a couple of early goals and then we got a red card early in the second half and we lost 2-0. And then just last night, so today is the 6th of April 2024, so last night under the Friday night lights we were playing Ballymacash away in the league. Yeah, it was a tough one. We were 4-0 down at half time. Like, they weren't doing anything special. I think they got 3 headers. They're from corners or crosses. Then they got another deflected shot going, but we weren't great. After that, we started to play a bit better, and then it ended up 4-2. So still a loss. We as a team could have played a lot better, but that's alright. So it leaves the league table looking like this. So we're in 11th place. We have how many? 25 points? Yeah, so 9 points between us and 14th. And like I mentioned in the last video, only one team gets promoted and one team gets relegated. So big buffer between us and getting relegated, which just seems mental to think about. It's like knowing the team that we have, that we're this low down the table. But all we can do now is control the things that we can control and try to get as many points and work as hard as we possibly can before the end of the season. So that's the update for the team. In terms of updates from me individually, I mentioned in the last video I was coming back from an injury probably a month and a half ago. I'd injured my ankle and calf from a knock in a game. So coming back from that, calf's feeling great, ankle's feeling good. I was back in the squad for a couple of games there. I was on the bench, so I wasn't playing, but I was back in the squad, which is good. And then at training last Tuesday, I was wearing a slightly different pair of boots. Like, it was the same brand and relatively same model, but for whatever reason, my left toe kind of exploded, I guess you could say. Not really exploded. For the past 2 months or so, I've had a purple toenail. There's like blood congealed underneath the toenail. This might be gross a lot of people out, but it's I was going to say important to share. It might be useful to someone, so I'm going to share it. So congealed blood under the toenail, and that like puts pressure on the toenail and a bit of pain from that. That was about 2 months ago. It wasn't painful anymore, but the toenail was still purple and there's still congealed blood under there. So Tuesday training last week, I was wearing a slightly different pair of boots, and I noticed when I like stopped on the ground with my left foot, it was putting a lot of pressure on my toe and it was sore. And then after training, I took my boot off and my sock off and it was bleeding. The toe was bleeding again. The toe started to swell up and become very red and painful, and that meant that I missed Saturday's game. I showed it to the manager and he was like, just don't worry about the game this weekend, just rest that, or just try and get it better for next week. And so yeah, this one went down, the pain went away. I was training this Tuesday, also this Monday, and yeah, really, it was kind of really weird. My toe bled again, but this time the blood seemed to like drain from underneath the toenail, and it relieved a lot of the swelling and the pressure and the pain. Again, pretty gross, but maybe some of the footballers watching will find this useful. So yeah, the toe kind of got better. I was training again this Thursday, so 2 days ago, and yeah, it was fine. And then I got 30 minutes on the game yesterday, so it was nice to be back playing again. It was just really good fun just to be playing football again and enjoying myself on the pitch. Yeah, so that was awesome. Played about 30 minutes at right back, and it was good fun. It was a good battle. Obviously, the result didn't go our way. It was the 4-2 loss to Ballymacash, but it was good to get minutes again and just keep working towards progressing to realising my potential in football. One thing I could share is, so on Thursday training there, my hamstrings and kind of legs felt a little bit weak and not as powerful. Like, they were almost on the verge of cramping, but they weren't really cramping. Essentially, I just didn't feel as strong or as powerful as I normally would, and so I couldn't sprint as fast. So on Friday, the day after, after, I felt a similar sort of way, except not quite as bad, but still like a little weak in the hamstrings and the glutes, and just not as explosive as I normally would be, and not as fast as I normally would be. And I was up against probably their fastest player, their left winger. He was very nippy, so it made it a little bit harder to deal with him than I otherwise would have found it. But I feel like I did all right. He got one cross in against me, but other than that, he didn't really have any other impact when I was on the pitch, which is cool. But yeah, I think the main suspect, or my main idea for why my hamstrings and glutes might not be feeling as sharp as they could be, might be poor nutrition, either not getting enough fuel or not getting high enough quality fuel. So over the past couple of weeks, I've been eating more lower quality food like sweets and chocolate and stuff like that. And so I think just to help maximize my body's feeling and how I can perform, I gotta refocus on eating more higher quality foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, proteins, that sort of thing. So that's another learning recently that I already knew, but it was a good reminder to refocus on getting as high quality food into my body as possible. So yeah, not long left of the season. So we're the 6th of April today. The season isn't going to last much past the start of May. I don't think our final game has been scheduled yet. So got about a month left. Going to keep working hard in team training, trying to get as many minutes as possible. Keep working on my individual training and my lifting. And just like as a quick side note, lifting has been great. I've been getting more flexible in the hips. One of the exercises that I do, the piriformis raise, might put in a video here. I might not, but I'm able to touch my head to my toe on both sides now. And when I started that, I was nowhere near being able to reach that level of flexibility. So that is really cool. Yeah, that's what all we're going to cover for today, squad. Just got 4 games left of the season. Excited to share the rest of the journey with you guys and the lessons and the knowledge that I learned along the way, in the hopes that it helps you on your journey. Until the next video, squad. See you later. Bye.